I would like to start out today with a song.
All right.
Dashing through the snow, laughing all the way, over the fields we go. Rex is late and gay. Hope I did that all right.
I, right off the top of my head.
You're a poet and shouldn't have known it. Uh, let's
Oh,
say hello
I've
to the
been a
chat
poet
so
for
we
a
won't
long.
have to do it later. More than later. What the heck?
We're gonna have to
Forgive
say
me.
hi to people as they come in, Rex. Let's just play go.
Oh, I always like to acknowledge the chat. Prior to persecution. LZ
Yes.
in the house. Hey, LZ. Of course, we have our illustrious Shadowhawk here, the co-host, and yes,
The
hell the chat
co-hostess
and
with the most.
mighty replay. Uh, we always in endure to give you something every day. Jingle bells, dingleberries. Yeah, we got a few of those around here. We got a Ryan James in the house. Hey, 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 he says. What's that
Hey,
language?
all right.
Hey, hey, hey.
What's up, buddy?
Uh, I was up drawing, but not right before the show. But I did an early stream. Doc was on, and we talked about writing again because that's what he's doing a lot of nowadays, and that's
Mm-hmm.
good. I think it was 1295, episode 1295. You can go over there and watch that one. We had a really good discussion for about an hour on writing. I thought that day, Shadowhawk, after you had left, he came on and we talked about writing. So we've had some
Oh, cool.
good episodes where we've talked about writing.
Yeah, that's good.
When Doc comes on,
Yeah,
but
that's he's really enjoying doing the noir writing stuff, which is pretty cool.
yeah,
I,
he
I
discussed
dig it.
that his latest thing was more pages than what he thought. Was like novel size, not novella, but novel size. So I was like,
Oh
yeah, I
wow,
knew you would
no
get that.
shit,
Yeah.
man. Wow, yeah. He just went on a tear, and next thing you know, he's like, "Oh shit, this is way too big."
That Hawaiian brand of coffee that I last bought, I don't regret that because, when you go to the Dollar Trees, and I frequently do because, I can pick up certain things there. One of those is coffee, although I've bought coffee elsewhere too, and I have like some of that Seattle's Best. I've got it like a packet and a half of that. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
to mix in with I mixed my different grounds, and whatnot, my different things. Um, you used to get a pretty big packet, and now they're down to, I will never buy downsizing. I will never get the
Oh
Libby
yeah.
brand pineapple again. Chunk pineapple, the chunks were smaller than usual, and they were floating in the syrup. There was so much space in the juice that I felt shorted on the pineapple. I never did. I
Oh
split
wow.
it in
Yeah.
between two cakes, so I didn't really see how much pineapple I got. I got 20 ounces according to the can, but yeah, I was floating. I thought, what the hell, man? It's sitting full of pineapple.
Yeah, but
You know?
is that 20 ounces including the liquid in the can?
Oh, it's
That's the
including
thing.
liquid, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you got ripped off, brother.
Yeah, and I won't get the Libby brand again. I can't remember where I picked the Libby brand up, but maybe Dollar Tree. But
I
I
usually
try.
get what you call it, Del Monte on the fruit. Um, they seem like they're still pretty decent.
Yeah, I got Del Monte makes a sloppy Joe mix too. I know.
Oh, do they? Oh, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
eat Sloppy Joes very often, so yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh, I don't either.
But
I think the first time I had one was I can remember my mother making that at least once a week when, for a very short time, she had her own business. When I was
mm,
like pre-K and kindergarten age, her and Opal Haas, who is still living, by the way, she's in her 90s or 89, getting ready to turn 90. She took a fall. Right at the end of the season, so probably back in October. Um, I think it was, and she's been in rehab. I don't know if she's going to go back to her house or what's going to happen there. It's not the first time she's fallen and broken her hip or what, but now this time she lives alone, and she stayed there for like 3 days. They even had to euthanize her cat. Remember me telling you that?
oh
They did.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so sad, bro. Wow.
Yeah.
Uh, there was nobody to take care of it for it. I mean,
And
3 days, dude. That's
yeah,
holy
a couple.
shit.
Well, the way she is, I mean, and mom worries about that for me because nobody ever comes over here. You know, the occasional peck of the door, somebody trying to sell something, solicit for yard or, because I
Mm,
try and keep my yard, but more the
hard
back
to
than I
burn
do the
3,000.
front sometimes. Although I've
It's hard to
got to
burn
say I've kept
3,000.
it
Oh,
that, and I told you that happened to Mickey, an employee of mine. He got on one of those exercise machines at home, and it toppled over on top of him, and he couldn't get it off of him, and he actually crippled up his arm because it lost circulation in that. He laid there for like 3.5 days before his friend found him. You know, saved his life by getting to the hospital or something. So mom always like, I've got a stairway now upstairs, you could slip and fall. Sure. Absolutely. This stuff. That's why you always need to have friends to check upon you, like Shadowhawk. He would check upon me if he hadn't heard, or Elsie loses his mind.
yeah. If I don't hear from Rex for like a month or two, I'll definitely check on
A month or two. Right. Yeah, I'd be beef jerky. Right up to
it. Abby already got you down to
I would look
a
I would look like
skeleton.
the Iceman found in the glacier for 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years, mummified.
Uh, Abby
So
would Abby would have just like cleaned you up to the hip bone on one leg by the time I come and check on
speaking of that, and I forgot about that. I've been watching selective things,
you. Oh,
and one of them was on the Mummy, what we talked about yesterday, the 1932 movie, The Mummy with Boris
ah,
Karloff.
yeah, Mommy's behind us. Walk faster.
Like 20 different. I always love that. That's no joke, but it's all I got. Anyway, Boris Karloff sit in that chair to have the makeup applied to him for 8 hours a day.
Oh yeah,
Jack
dude, that shit was
Pierce,
crazy back then.
Jack Pierce was actually awarded an award by Boris Karloff for that movie. Uh, it was not the Academy Award, but it was some other prestigious award that was at that time not really awarded to
Hmm,
stuff like that,
you're
horror
right.
movies, whatever.
Well, I know they
Uh,
said I think Lon Chaney Jr. when he was doing the werewolf makeup was in there for like 12 to 14 hours a day just in makeup before they even start the film, dude.
that was yak hair.
That was insane, and they applied it like
Mhm.
hair by hair. They glued it to his face. It's fucking.
Golly. Yeah. And of course, like the
They made
Werewolf
it
in
really
London,
cool.
it
I
had to
mean,
be perfect every time.
yeah, but I mean, you look at like still
Uh,
that transformation scene from the Universal the Wolfman. That's fucking amazing, dude. That they were able to do that back. What was that 1930 something?
yeah. Oh yeah. And that's with the Jekyll and Hyde movie with Frederick March. He
Oh yeah,
won an
yeah,
Academy
that was a good
Award
one.
for Best Actor for a horror movie. They don't do that anymore. I don't care how
Dude, that
good
was
the
a crazy one too. That he was beating kids with his cane and beats a fucking homeless guy to death.
Well,
That
that was
movie was
cut out.
insane.
That was cut out. He was kicking people and
Well,
hitting.
I mean,
But now, if you go
they
back,
implied it. It
well,
was highly implied, even with
you
the edits.
you've read Jekyll and Hyde. I have not, because you're the novel reader. I'm sure you've read Stevenson's
Oh yeah,
Jekyll and
hmm
Hyde.
yeah, way
And
back
is
when.
that
Yeah.
beating and thrashing in the book, or do you remember?
Oh, I do remember that it. I don't remember the book like page for page, but
Right.
it was very violent.
Brutal,
Um,
vicious. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Hyde was not the kind of guy you wanted to fuck with. He was gonna do something horrible to you for like the slightest infraction, you know.
Well, Drew Barrymore's, I guess, great great grandfather. I'm not even sure. Great, maybe
Quick,
grandfather.
Daisy.
I think it'd probably be great great, probably at least. John Barrymore, the great profile of the silent era, although he did some early talkie movies for sure, and a
Yeah, I
few
know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that.
good.
Yeah, that's her great granddad. I think.
It'd have to be great, great. Yeah. He did Jekyll and Hyde in the silent era, and it's brutal. He has a cane and beats people in it too. And they gave
Well, yeah,
him an
it's a
elongated
pretty brutal.
prosthetic head
Oh, cool.
in that movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's even in the book. It's pretty brutal from what I remember of it. You know, I don't
I
remember
think you can watch
every
that free
detail.
on YouTube. I actually went over there to Tubi because they had a thing up there, and I still got it pulled up on Foxfire or Firefox, whatever it's called, the browser, and uh, thought I'd watch the movie, not the TV series. I've seen the first season. I have it, Snowpiercer. But the guy that plays Human Torch and Captain America, what's his name?
Oh,
The blind guy.
in the Captain America movie. Oh,
Captain.
no, the same guy that plays Human Torch
Or,
and Captain America. It's
yeah.
crap, I can't think of his name. But yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Everybody knows. Okay.
Somebody in the chat knows
Yeah.
the Captain America guy.
He was in that movie Snowpiercer that predated the. I think it's a Netflix. It was on Netflix. I'm not sure. I've just picked up the first season. It was pretty good. It had that '80s actor chick in it as
Oh
an
yeah,
old
it was Chris Evans, right? I think,
Chris
right?
Evans. Okay.
Is it
Yeah,
Chris?
you're
Is it
right.
Chris?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chris Evans.
yeah.
Yep. Uh,
Thank you, Ryan, for throwing that out there.
anyway, to get back to a few facts that I learned about the Mummy in 1932, that the makeup was
Mhm.
so tight he couldn't speak. It was so
Oh wow.
yeah. He was like a statue. And Ardith Bay is an anagram for death by raw. And audiences never caught that. And I don't know how that's an anagram for that, but it's because
That
that's
doesn't make any sense because it doesn't even have enough letters for it. Maybe if you translate it into Egyptian, maybe what? You know, there's probably
no, it has enough letters. It does have enough letters.
does it?
Where's
Say it
raw?
again.
Yeah, there's raw. Yeah, artist by. It's all mixed up, but yeah, that's how they came up. It's death by raw. So that would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 letters, and artist by is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, yeah, they're
No.
all there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a
Still
mixed up
doesn't seem like
anagram,
that.
but yeah.
It doesn't seem like all the same letters. There's no D. There's a what?
Yeah, there
Artist,
is
is there a D?
Ardith,
And
Ardith. He doesn't take my right word for it. And Bey.
all right. Well, it's just the way you pronounce it. It doesn't sound like it's
Well, I
Ardeth.
can't help that I'm a country bumpkin.
Okay.
Pronounce
Ardeth.
and pronounce it like
You
Jake
sounded like
Lambert.
you were saying. It sounded like you were saying Ardith, not Ardeth.
Ardith, Ardath, or if you give it a hard art, a
Hard to
hard
have.
pass, right?
Oh,
Hard
that's a
that.
hard art.
Yeah,
Oh my.
yeah. Well, uh, there's only 3 of the poster known to exist, and it sold for almost a $500,000 in 1997. $453,000 and $500. I don't know how.
Wow. That's
153.
crazy.
Only 3 to
Oh,
known exist though of the poster. Only 3.
shit.
That's amazing. It
Yeah,
uses
that's
the
insane.
same music Swan Lake as Dracula had in it. The
Ah.
Bela Lugosi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really want to pay, but the silence it's got a public, some classical music in it in a couple of places, but it's pretty still and silent movie. That makes it even creepier. Um, it's
Mm-hmm.
the first speaking role that Boris Karloff had.
Really? Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because Frankenstein, he didn't say anything till Bride of
Yeah, that's
Frankenstein.
true. He didn't. All I
Uh,
did was, yeah.
yeah. You got to do it
Yeah.
right. Sorry.
Nah,
No, put that
it's
fire
not that
down. Don't
joke.
stick that suppository up my. Anyway, um, better, better. It's more. I'll give you the Bela Lugosi Frankenstein, which was ugly as hell. Um,
Yeah, he was
uh,
terrible. Hey, Carrie,
hey
what's up,
Carrie,
dear?
hey Carrie. The whole movie, The Mummy from 1932, was shot in 3 weeks. Shot in 3
Wow,
weeks.
that's pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah. And the director only he was not the first choice. A guy did some pre-production on it and then bowed out. But he shot it in 3 weeks. He, due to the stress of that and another movie that he did after that with Peter Lorre, Mad Love, that was his only 2 movies that he directed.
Really? Wow.
Hmm. But they're classics.
Well, he did.
Mad Love's pretty good too.
Right. Well, he just left the industry after that second one. He just said, fuck this shit.
He did other things. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
what
okay.
I'm glad you asked. He is credited with the 3 camera setup for I Love Lucy, which is used all over the place today. The 3
Oh, wow.
camera
Well,
setup.
there you go. So he went on to,
Even Doctor Who
yeah.
used 3 camera setup.
So he was still in the industry. He just stopped trying to be like
Uh,
a Hollywood
he
star.
made his biggest mark on I Love Lucy. Yeah, on TV.
Well,
Mhm.
hail, Benjamin Jenko
Hey,
in the
Jinko.
house. What up, bro?
Did you hear the news? Apex is going to add Don fan art as a print on campaign.
Oh no, I hadn't heard yet. Awesome.
So is that a stretch goal? Is that
Sorry, I'm not making noise.
is that a stretch goal? Is that
Did you hear? News Apex is going to add Don fan art as a print. I don't know if it's a purchase or a stretch goal at
or
this point.
is it a
I'm
new
not sure.
perk? Yeah. My own campaign, we've got a couple of backers in the last week. Just an update on that, and then we can look at FemBat. 76 backers. Wow. I mean, we hit 75 and then 76 so quickly together. I love it. $4,316. So we are like $184 if my math is right. That much closer to getting to the 6 a.m. sticker and 4 more pages added to something of the book. I'm not going to say Devil Flyer per se, because I would like to keep it at 48 pages, and I'll tell you why. Because of the Peter Sammetti's newsprint, I'd like to keep it a 48 pager so that I can keep pull it up. What are we pulling up? What do you want me to pull up? My campaign? I just did. I can pull up. I know Omer's been working with sort of like Omer's worked with me on my campaign. He's worked with Apex on his. So all credit due to him for revamping and even doing the Treasury cover for his other book on the campaign. So there we go. Just takes a minute of clicking here. Fembat, 52 backers, $2,296. So he's almost up to 2,300, 230%. Funded, which I think he's monkeyed with that a little bit. I think he first come out and go like $5,000 or something like that. And it's like, yeah, I hadn't even reached 5,000 with mine, and that's not the standard. There's plenty that do, but it's harder and harder, I would say, for small indie creators, unless you got a massive presence, to reach that mark. Wouldn't you think, Shadowhawk? 56 pages. I have read it. It's worth a read.
It's so hard to say anymore, especially the economy's been up and down and crazy and shit. I know I'm not backing like I used to. I just can't afford to. So I understand that a lot of other people aren't either. So the creators out there are gonna have to realize that maybe campaigns aren't gonna get quite as much oomph as they have in the past. I don't know. At least for a little while.
You can get original art pages for $75. I don't see any dimensions on that. Okay, this one's 11.
This piece again, Rex?
11 by 17. 11 by 17. Who did this piece? That's Don. That's Don.
That's the Don. Yeah, dude, that piece is freaking awesome, dude. I love that. That's just beautiful.
So that's the one that's going to be made into a print, but I don't see anything on it. Okay, there it is. The Don Fembat trading card at $3,000.
It's a trading card, not a print. Well, maybe it's just going to be a free print that he's going to add or something. It's not technically a stretch goal. I don't know. Don't know. Somebody said something in the chat about pull it up on Twitter. He explains how it works on there.
I can't.
Your Twitter's fucked up right now, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I guess. Let's see. I hate you. I hate doing this during the show. I'm sorry. It's somebody needs to give me a head up before the show so I can do possibly pull all this stuff up and be prepared. Saboteur Comics in the house. Prayer for Don's mom. Feel better soon. She's so funny. The studio needs her back. Watch Omer's show. You missed Sneaky Peeks. Okay.
Look at that orange afro.
Yeah, I know. I love it. He mentioned it on not sure he's working it out. Yeah. Okay.
I love it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do a search for Apex Comics. I have to do a search for him just to find him because I can't click on my messages and even go over to someone else's unless I have communicated with him. I don't know that, and Apex is not one to have it all together, all the different stuff. So, yeah, I'm not sure. He's got Polar Bears Take Over a House plus Teen Save Stepfather with CPR and more or something. And he's got a Bob Layton print that looks cool. And
Cocaine Polar Bear.
Yeah, he must have just announced that on there. Oh, that's unfortunate. That pumpkin there. I'm not even going to show that. And the turkey. Yeah, that's Shane Davis there. And the Dark Overlord. just they, I don't, pumpkin vajayjay. If you want to know what I'm looking at, it's unfortunate.
No,
Pumpkins
come on.
sometimes grow in different shapes. It's funny without even having to show it, unless you just really want to say a pumpkin looks like it has
Not
got
really.
vajayjay. Right, I'm not into that. But
I mean, yeah,
you definitely should check out Fembat.
I mean,
It's actually,
Auburn is all right, but Orange is a little too far.
yeah, just sprinkle some pumpkin spice on it when you
There
cook
you
it and
go.
keep it kettle
It's
hot.
that
There you
time of
go.
year. But yeah, just get
That's
a
right.
55-gallon drum of pumpkin spice and sprinkle it on every damn thing.
Absolutely. Grooving
Oh,
on hump
you got no
day.
sound there.
No sound. Okay. Well, I'm glad you told me. I was grooving out and nobody, I hit
You were
audio.
the only one grooving. That's how. You were the only one hearing the audio.
Grooving. Okay, let's start this over then. It might be if I take it off and then put it back on, even though I hit audio. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I remember to hit the system audio every time, but who knows? I haven't tested every little facet of it. So anyway, yeah, we'll start this thing over, and I know the volume's correct. So let's groove out to some Fembat, shall we? If I can get Shadowhawk's attention to quit humming.
What?
What? Who hit me with a car? That was me backing up over to see if you were hurt.
Yeah, and then running back over me again.
Yeah, right. You got it. It's Wednesday on the 4 o'clock shadow. He's a speed bump, folks. Oh yeah, having fun.
Some days you're the car, some days you're the speed bump.
Incense and peppermint. Where's my candy?
Apex coming to the house. You could have Apex just in time, brother. Let me play the theme song and Apex appears. It's fucking uncanny.
Yeah, Boris Karloff was buried in Dracula's cape. Maybe Apex can have that played at his funeral too. That's morbid. Is that what you said? Anyway,
what?
Maybe not. All right, let's do a test. Oh, I thought that's what I heard, but then when you talk over the music, you strange thing.
You often hear things that are only in your own mind, my friend.
And that would never happen to this guy, of course. Yeah, sure. Okay. Woo! When Fembat reaches 3K, everyone gets a free the Don Fembat trading card. Okay. I like his
cool. Oh, okay. So that's it. All right. So that is the next stretch goal then. It's the okay. Nice.
Okay,
I think I missed out on the T-shirts. I'd like to have that one on a T-shirt. That's a fucking great piece, man.
Yeah, did I get the name wrong? How can I do? Bella Lugosi. I know who it is, but anyway. All right, we're going to try a test here. Can you hear the music now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I don't know why it wasn't playing that first time, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good trailer. It's a longer trailer, although there have been much longer trailers.
Okay, now it went away.
Well, I stopped it because we'd already played it.
Oh, okay.
No need to go through it again.
Didn't know what you were doing there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Moving along.
A minute and 11 seconds. But what I like about it is it shows so much of the story and character and stuff that he doesn't have in the write-up In fact, I see no write-up really telling you what Film Bat is about. But now he's gotten out there and promoted and told people what it's about, and you got to do that too, right? But his just look at all that you get in this. Let's just play it. Mr. Good Stuff did the video to this along with Pedro Ang on the original animation. But see here, she's training. The trailer gives you what the description that was non-existent, doesn't give you because it wasn't there.
I think Apex has a pretty good pitch when he pitches the project. It tells you everything you need to know.
I'm just saying there was no real
the original video. Yeah, it didn't have a voiceover or anything. I gotcha. Yeah. He probably should have had. I don't know who does good voiceover stuff, man.
Well,
maybe Luke Taglietta. He's got a nice deep voice. He'd have been good for it.
I just don't know.
I know Mr.
Maybe if it was Film Bat with the tatas on too tightly, because I can hear Luke in that deep voice doing a voiceover. I guess that makes sense. Like on Frog G, Frog G.
You wouldn't have her narrating her own story. It's just like when Brett said it. Whatever her name is, go-go dancer, blah, blah, blah. She falls in with a bad crowd, wakes up, finds out she's a vampire, da-da-da-da-da. His whole pitch, but you just have it done with somebody with a Darth Vader voice, make it nice and serious and deep.
Okay, like a narrator.
Yes.
I think you're misremembering, Carrie. She says, I missed the Devil Flower trailer with the voiceover. It really added something to it. I didn't have a voiceover. I had that music. Sorry, Abby.
Yeah, you had a couple different songs. The one of them started getting you struck, didn't it? Like every time you played it. The one song in the Devil Flower trailer.
That's why we're not playing that one occasionally.
Exactly.
I do prefer that one.
But I don't think you ever had a voiceover on it. Not that I remember.
I think Shadowhawk is one non-fan art on a t-shirt. Where's your write-up, mister, for your own backers? Okay, I'll shut up about other people's campaign. Carrie, I don't know what the, it's not that I may sound critical, but I'm like, I at least I have a write-up, on there. It's not everything it should be, and I guarantee you Apex will do better on its next campaign. What I'm saying is he made up for it. I'm actually praising him that his trailer really informs you what the book is about, because you see her training and other things. But yeah, a short little write-up, film, and maybe he has it up at the top. I don't know. I'm maybe I shouldn't even just said anything.
No,
I'm a hit or miss.
Agree. I like it. I like
a
good voiceover on a trailer if it's necessary. Again, like you were saying, though, visually, this trailer shows you pretty much everything you need to know if you're paying attention.
Okay, you're not missed.
I'm waffling. Yeah, that's what I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence here, Rex. I don't know what to.
Yeah, now if there was voiceover, I was coming over here and just kind of narrating, okay? But it was never officially on the,
Right. Yeah, it
So,
wasn't on
okay,
the. It
now I
wasn't
get
on
what
the
you're saying. I
soundtrack.
was speaking in the background. Okay, on the panel. Okay, got it.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
So yeah.
yeah.
Okay. But that's just like
Probably
Brett does
saying
when he
Devil Flyer, a
usually.
man born in 1899, blah, 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 and 2 wars. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
But yeah, how am I going to
Well, it's like
remember
when
that?
we.
Because that was a one-time thing. It wasn't
Right,
officially.
but
Yeah.
it's kind of like when we play the trailer and then Brett does the pitch while the trailer plays. It, says uh, Olivia de Havilland, whatever the fuck her name is. You go with the answer, bitten by a
You know who
vampire.
Olivia de Havilland? She was in Gone with the Wind, and she was in like
No, it that
those pirate movies and
whatever.
everything with
I
her.
can't remember the name. Right, so I'm vamping here.
Yeah. Okay.
Get it?
Huh,
Ah,
how dare you? Mm,
vamping.
Something that
Never mind.
another one that's in the kind of the same vein but different.
Oh, the same thing.
And you
I
can
like
tell
it.
me if you hear the noise to the trailer. I mean, not noise, but like noise. Uh, but the music,
Come on, feel the noise. Oh wait, not that kind of
which I don't even know what it's got.
noise. Oh, the spooky wind sound? Is that what you're talking
Yeah, you can hear the wind. Okay.
about? Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know what. Maybe I didn't push audio on it. Dr. Mass Retro Elixir sprinkled with scarlet. Edgar Allan Poe
Yeah.
related. There's the
Dude, I can't wait to get both.
classic music.
Ah,
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Genius.
hold this one in my hands and do a nice little high noon.
He needs a soundtrack with this, with spooky music to read the book by. It would add to the
Oh, no.
experience, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean, he would have to pay for something.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, unless it's public domain. Now, okay, I like it up to this point, and then it goes into this Damien, I'm gonna hang myself,
What's that
nurse.
Beethoven I love, honey? What? That Beethoven tune that I really
That to me has a modern feel. I've lost my co-host,
Yeah,
and losing my co-host
sorry.
means I've lost a new
I
show.
was trying to think of the song. Beethoven's Fleur de Lis, Fleur Elise, or something like that. So one of my favorite classical compositions. It's got a very spooky feel to it. It's a great song.
Hmm.
I don't even know if
Uh,
you could play it right, so we'd probably get struck.
a lot of that older classical music, like Mozart, Beethoven, you can play that. That's not copyrighted. Anybody
Yeah,
can use it.
without having to worry about it. Okay, I didn't know.
Well, who knows with these robots that are going and the AI,
Well,
whatever.
see, that's
I
the
don't
thing
know.
now with the AI fucking shit. I mean, I don't know, bro. Yeah.
Apex says Olivia Dale Ray. Is that who you're thinking of?
Olivia Del Rey, yes. See, I knew her name was Olivia. I just couldn't think of the last
Was
name.
she the
Thank you.
vampire uh, dancer in that one movie, or Olivia Del Rey? What were you saying about Olivia Del Rey?
Olivia Del Rey is the name of Fembat, the character in Apex's book.
Oh,
I
okay.
was,
I thought we were trying
I
Olivia
was,
de Havilland.
no, I was trying to think. I was trying to think of her name.
Got
I
it
just
now.
threw out Olivia de Havilland out there because I knew it was Olivia, but I couldn't think of it.
Okay, you were close. You were in the ballpark. I would
I
have called her
again,
Olive Oil.
like I said, I was vamping. Get it?
This new speak, vamping, e-fapping. I just don't get it. No,
Look
I
at
don't get it.
you don't know what
You didn't
vamping
get the
means, dude.
anagram
That's not
though.
new
So
speak. That's been
artist
around
bay.
forever.
Artist
Vamping
bay.
has been
It's
around
been
in
around for
entertainment
3,000 years and you didn't get it.
for years. Because you couldn't say it properly. I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah. Okay. Rex, out of all your female
Learn to
characters,
speak English.
hypothetically, which would you choose as lead character? Well, if it was Omer, I would say there are no female lead characters because females are inept at doing blah blah blah, and he'd go on some kind of anti or Woody. I
Oh,
don't know.
hold on. Just had a great idea.
Yeah. I kind of.
Look at
I
Apex.
really like.
Sorry, check out it. Oh,
Okay. I can't answer her question first. Got it. Okay.
all
There
right,
will
answer
be
the
Olivia
question.
Del Rey before she was Film Bat Early Stories beginning the Film Bat Volume 2. Okay.
Oh God, answer the poor girl's question because that was not the right chat that you just read.
Okay. I was in the process of thinking who would be leader. And thank you, Apex. Yeah, it might be Midnight. I'm really high on Midnight. Yeah,
I would think
probably
so.
Midnight.
I mean, you've already got her planned
Yeah,
into a fairly good story arc, and so
but
I
I'm
would
like
think
Carrie.
Midnight.
I like Lady Hopper, and I'm not saying she's not a leader, but her personality is more demure and more of a follower. That's the way I look at her. Now, over time, characters change and she will take a more leading role over time, but when she first shows up, she's a little bit behind the scenes
All
type
right,
person, you know.
all
But
right,
yeah,
but
Midnight
you know,
probably, you know.
what
Uh
about your oh, what's her name?
Shadow's
Sweet
Kiss.
baby? No,
Well,
Sweet
she's a
baby.
villain. She's a
The
yakuza.
ninja. Yeah, but so what? She could still be a leader. That's not
Oh,
the
she's
a
definitely
lead
a leader. She leads the
in her
yakuza.
own
She's a
book.
bad guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But she could still be in her own book. I mean, no reason why you can't do a bad guy as the fucking title here.
lead.
As a,
That's
you know,
true.
yeah. Why
Oh,
not?
Rex is trying to do she.
What
That's
it could
probably
be
what
your
I would
she,
get.
dude.
That's probably what I would get.
I mean, but it might turn into your she. You never know.
I'll make her trans and then I can go he, she.
Tell you fucking
Spitball.
idiot.
uh, Lady of the
Why
Night's
do
a
I
good
hang out with you?
runner up. Yeah, Lady of the Night. She's definitely a leader. I mean, she's a spy in World War II. She's,
Yeah, she's kind of like a
yeah,
Mata Hari
James.
character, man.
She's James
She's a
Bond,
badass.
right? She's Mother Hari.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Mother
she's a
Hari
badass.
was caught and
Dude, you got like,
executed, but
I don't know
sure.
why you're so down on yourself about your female characters. You actually have quite a few good ones.
I do. I do. I think so. I mean,
And
look at the one that I.
what was the one you just brought up a second ago? The one that's in all the black leather with the ponytail. She hangs out with the other dude.
That's Shadow's
Uh,
Kiss, the
Shadow's
ninja
Kiss. Yeah,
looking.
she's
Yeah,
another really good. Yeah, that's another really good
yeah.
character, dude. You've got a great backstory for her too that I can't talk about. So
What character are
I
we
know all
talking
these
about? I
things I
forget.
can't talk about. Shadow's
Yeah.
Kiss, right?
Oh, Shadow's Kid. Oh, yeah. And I created the villain, and I will show you in a minute the villain that will be in her story. I created him
Oh,
uh, early
very cool.
today. Yeah, that's going to be in her story, her
Oh,
first
Apex,
story.
great.
Um, yeah,
Dude,
and
Apex Comics, great
I
idea.
mean,
Billy Tucci, Sweet Baby cover. Could you imagine, Rex?
well,
You'd
there you
sell
go. Yeah,
about
I might
you'd
hit
sell
Billy up
five or
for
six
that.
thousand. You'd sell 5 or 6 thousand of those easy.
I don't know if he would want to do it because it's a geisha look. He might, he might. Um,
And Billy's a pretty cool motherfucker, dude. I've chatted with him a lot. I'll I'll throw it at him. I don't care.
Shadowhawk, the first show I ever did, although he probably doesn't remember it, was on with Billy Tucci, the first show that I did.
Really?
I
Wow,
mean,
that's awesome,
well,
bro.
I take that back. I was on with
Where
Red
were you at?
Valkyrie. I was on Don Chin's, but the first big show that I was on was Pop XP with Niles and Billy Tucci.
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
know that, bro. I don't think I
that was
saw that
in
one.
September, I think, of 2021. It was at the end of
Oh
21.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was probably before I even knew you.
It
Or
was.
right when I was first getting to know you. You know.
Yeah. I don't think I had not started putting up content. Yeah, it was before you knew me, except
Yeah,
maybe in
yeah.
the
Oh,
chats. Maybe some chats together. You know, but yeah, here's another lady character, another lady villainess, a speedster. Uh,
yeah.
that I've
She
yeah
looks great right there, Rex. I like that card, man. That's sharp.
yeah. Well, Tank Ferret, I kind of use that as a reference. Because I had Tank Ferret draw her too. Blitzkrieg,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah. Uh, but I've been focused on the monsters later. I mean, lately, Slaver and Minefield, uh, my zombie character, Star Wars type looking
Yes.
thing, right? He glows, so why
Well,
not, play
yeah,
into that?
Slaver got kind of put on the back burner for a little while there. I'm glad to see he's making a comeback.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm creating other characters too. Like this is a 2014 character, the Dark King. He's pretty cool. When you see him, you'll like him.
Oh, there.
Uh,
All right.
yeah, I mean, I've been giving them names. Like this guy goes way back in Boggs history, probably about a 10-year-old character. I can't remember. Well, no, I think I first created him in 2008. He goes all the way back to 2008 with a bunch of the other
Oh
characters.
shit. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
old.
and his name is Shriek. Um,
Ah, okay.
yeah,
A good name for
and
him.
Quagmire, of course, he goes back. There's a bunch that go back, but yeah, here's the Slaver card.
Giggity,
Yeah, yeah,
giggity,
and I
giggity.
like how it turned out. I mean, this is the first time I've actually colored Slaver. I wish I had a maroon. I'm gonna have to get some maroon. I really like to paint with maroon when I paint, but
Oh yeah. Well, did you name the female
Blitzkrieg,
speedster yet, Rex? Is
yeah,
it Blitzkrieg?
Blitzkrieg,
Okay.
Blitzkrieg, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Hmm. And here's an older character, which you first laughed at when I, proposed him. And I gave him a Swamp Thing nose in this, which I normally don't do. But I thought I'd give it a try on at least this sketch card, right? Mudball.
I His name just makes me giggle, Rex.
Well,
It's
good. I
not that
mean,
I
it's
don't
a
like the.
lighthearted, Peter Parker type
Okay, it's not that
character.
I don't like the character. It's just his name, Mudball. It's
Yeah. Uh,
it just
and
tickles
I
me.
believe this is King Foliage. I think that's what he's
Hail,
called.
Justin Belmont,
Foliage.
press in the house. Hail, Belmont,
Hey, Justin.
dude. I've been wearing
In a
my
minute.
my gator, my smokes the flax gator this winter. That thing keeps my neck nice and warm. Thank you, Justin. It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Apex has got some great sort of Silver Age World War II characters. So eventually, after I get my
Mm-hmm.
staple sort of stable, we could do some crossovers, crossover stories and whatnot. Absolutely. Now,
Oh
I
yeah,
talked,
you guys
I
should
talked,
definitely.
I talked about this. Sort of my mascot is Zigzag, right? Another speedster, and like my Momentum logo is sort of like red and black. I kind of like that combination.
Give gas. Come on.
Well, I went in different. Don't hate me.
I'm
I
fist
went a
fucking.
different. I went a different direction than the one that sounded like I was gagging or throwing up every time I say the name, which is just spelled backwards. I
Come on,
originally
it's funny.
Zigzag was going to be red, and maybe but I when it came down to designing logos and things like that, it's like, yeah, I went with just pure light, a white character, instead of red.
Mm-hmm.
But to get away from the flash thing, But now with the villain here, I decided when coloring this, red shift, red, because there's a red shift in
Oh,
optics.
come
But
on,
yeah,
man. You can't.
what?
No, no. Don't call him that.
Don't call him red shift.
No.
You want to
Uh,
explain that
I know
one to
you.
me?
I
Is
know
it
you don't keep
sexual?
up with
It's
the
off limits.
controversies that are.
It's for
No,
vulgar,
I know you don't keep up with the controversies that are going on, dude. But
right?
Ripaverse just recently did a fucking book, and they tried to call it fucking Blue Shift, which is already a fucking goddamn
Oh, oh,
copyrighted
okay. Well,
book
screw him.
in England.
Oh, okay.
Dude, you don't understand. You're just opening yourself up for fucking a lot of criticism if you call it that. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I thought I had a great idea, but whatever. You go
Dude,
way
yeah. Unfortunately, the red shift blue shift thing has been done, and if you go that route, it's not going to go well. I'm just
oh,
warning you in advance.
even if it's like years before he even shows up.
You think
Just
you
wouldn't
know
go
what,
there.
bro?
Okay, I
You
got you.
throw the dice and you take your chances, right? All I did was give you a heads up. You
Okay,
do what you do.
okay.
I'm not in charge of you, mister. I'm
You
just
know,
giving you some free
it
advice.
may have stuck in my subconscious somewhere because I knew everybody was talking about speedsters recently, and it's like, oh yeah, I've got multiple speedsters, and r- just, I mean,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
easy power. Okay, I run
it was.
fast, but
Yeah, it was because of that Ripperish thing, dude. It wasn't. It wasn't something you want to get on board with. It was not good.
okay. Well, I mean, I didn't really have any photos saved of like some artwork that for speedsters. Otherwise, I would have
I'm
posted a
not saying
speedster picture.
don't color him red or
Right.
red and gold
Just don't call him
red
red
and orange.
shift.
What
Okay.
I'm just saying, stay away from that name. Yeah,
Well,
because
isn't there an optical
it's gonna.
thing that actually happens? A red
Yes,
shift in spec.
yes. There's a
Can you
blue shift
explain
and
that
there's
to
a
me?
red shift.
Because can you
It's
explain
something
that
to
to me?
do. It's something to do with the speed you're moving at. So once you
Hmm.
like break a certain speed, you have the blue shift, right? Which is you
Okay.
like apparently you can't see certain colors anymore, because you're going too fast for them to register on your brain, I guess. And then
Okay.
when you hit like the next level where the flash is at, that's when you hit the red shift. And
Oh,
this is all just hypothetical stuff, right?
yeah.
It's
Right.
quantum mechanics and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. But apparently, it's been around for years and years and years. These
Hmm.
um, you know, uh, phrases or names or whatever for these phenomenon, that hypothetical phenomenon that they think happens when you're moving that fast, but they don't know for sure. Um,
Right.
yeah, so yeah, but it became a whole thing. The Riververse basically like stomped all over this English guy's copyright. He'd been publishing these books for years already under the
Uh,
name Blue Shift.
well, that's why you do
And
copyright searches. Yeah. Uh,
well, dude, River, come on, River's not gonna bother with that. He doesn't have time for that. He got a warehouse to run, man. He's a businessman.
well, he probably didn't even come up with the name, right? Redshift. I mean,
No, but no, it was Blue Shift, and no, he had one of his
well, I mean blue
fucking little
shift. Yeah.
lackeys. Right.
Yeah.
Well, his little lackey NDA Andrew wanted
I
to write
like
a
that my
comic book,
red shift.
apparently.
I like that my red shift is faster than his blue shift. So, you know,
I believe so. Yes. So
there is. Yeah.
if I understand the concept right, yeah, the blue shift happens first, and then the red shift happens when you hit like a higher speed.
Well, you got red giants and you've got blue giants too. I think blue giants are larger than red giants, star wise. So, in dealing with light, so sunlight. So, I don't know. Um, all
Yeah,
right. Here's a
Hello,
character that
Bonzo.
goes.
What's up, Mister A. Rodney? In it.
Here's a character that. Whoops, lost Shadowhawk. I'll wait till he gets back. I always like to hear his feedback on what I'm doing. Anyway, Dr. Mass Retro Elixir, to go back to that, 20 backers. Let's get him funded, raised in 21 days, $728.80. The 80 cents always makes me giggle. He's 56% there. He's trying to get to $1,300. Of course, this is his first 30-day. Well, is it? Or maybe it's 40. I don't know. Anyway, it runs from November 12th to December 27th. So we got to the end of this month. Speaking of December 27th, that will
It's
be
just a Coke.
4 years of
If
content.
you and mom want to split it or whatever, you can have it. You got to offer some to mama.
Woo!
I forgot. There should be some extra onion rings and stuff in there too, baby.
Onion rings.
I bought me and Sissy lunch today because it was just us. So
make me hungry. Damn, his hide.
I'm sorry. My daughter was talking to me and I kicked my stomach.
I got it. Yeah, onion rings, that always is a winner with me. Yes, you are forgiven.
I thought my mic was
Here's a character that goes back in Bog's history, Spore.
Oh, I remember Spore.
And I showed you the Bog character where he was creating multiple arms. So I made him like multiple tendrils on this version here, which I don't think I've ever done before. And I put these little red things that actually stuff sprouting from his body to make it even more contrasty.
No, okay. I thought those were like thorns or something.
Yeah, they're like little spore mushroom. I don't know if they're like red cap mushrooms or something. Who knows what, but it's visually,
whatever. Either way, it's cool. I thought they were thorns at first. That's all. It's a small drawing.
Do you spell Rippo?
Do you spell Rippo? Speaking of the hard R, new show tonight with John Malin, Shane Davis, and Shanthan Jetty, the hard R, replacing the Jack Show. Should be fun.
Riley says, I think I've been naughty. Lucky the guy is a one-track pussy and it won't be an issue. But if he finds his balls, then fun is on the way and fall of a king will happen. Not Leland, laugh out loud. Okay. All right.
Fonzo. Very cryptic, my friend.
But there was a character, and I'm not even saying the person's a villain, right? But the concept, you were mentioning Shadow Kiss, sort of my whispered ninja type lady, swords and stuff. That she goes back a ways, at least almost a decade as a character since I created her, right? She's one of my early modern female characters that I created. But I had this character that I wanted to show up that can disintegrate you with a touch, much like Gray Gargoyle can turn you to stone in the Marvel Universe, for an hour. He can disintegrate you with a touch. Blink, blink, crickets. Nothing, really. What?
I'm listening.
Okay, you're listening. Okay, so I created the character.
I didn't know I was supposed to comment.
So I was reading. I was reading some of my notes and came across the word entropy. If you don't know what entropy is, entropy. That just sounds wrong. Entropy. It is sort of the decay of everything. Everything's decaying in the universe. I can go out and look at the leaves on my yard. And anyway, I kind of gave him that Sandman feel where he's falling apart. Remember in that Tobey Maguire movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there's entropy. New character. Hopefully my camera cooperates. I tried to give him a bruised, decay looking, and the background coming through in his chest. And if you look there, he's got a couple ribs exposed in that hole, and sort of the sands of time motif slipping through his fist there and off his arm, Anyway, I thought it was a cool concept. Anyway, Entropy, a new
I like it.
character, which will be in the Shadow Kiss story in Momentum Unleashed Future Visions, a story told slightly in the future. At least that's the plan.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, and it's got this started here. I was thinking well of so's with that one, and I'm working on this character here, which goes back to 2008. I may do
I
a little
remember
bit
this
of
guy.
costume design. He was kind of bog related, and in the scratch art days, I decided to go because it kind of looks like, in the Negative Zone, Fantastic Four, you've got a nihilist, and he's kind of bug-like. Well, this guy's kind of bug-like, right? I think with the eyes and stuff. So I decided to give him wings, sort of insect wings.
No, maybe try backing up just a tiny bit, right?
They're kind of bat-like,
wait.
They're ribbed.
Okay, yeah.
They're ribbed for your pleasure.
Yeah,
oh,
it's a little light to see, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
I get it. I see where you're going.
And he is one of the 43, I believe, coming up. One of those older characters.
You believe it?
Huh?
Well, you're the only one who can make. You're the only one who can decide. What do you mean you believe? He's one of the 43, I believe.
Well, I think I've designated him for. I mean, there's 43 of them. I think I've designated him for the 43, but now I've only got so many slots on the 43, and I want it to be as awesome as they possibly can be. So, who knows? I might.
I got you. Yeah.
Entropy goes directly against evolution if you accept the theory. Ryan James says. John and Shane have great chemistry, and Seth played the straight man very well. Should be a fun show. Okay. Entropy. Interesting. Yeah. Imagine crickets in a comedy club.
Well, I don't know. Ryan, I don't know. If you take entropy on a cosmic level and you take evolution on like a smaller world
a micro
scale.
level. Yeah, not a macro.
Yeah, like
level, but a micro.
Instead of a macro, then I think they can both coexist. But yeah, I see where you're going. And then I'm probably trying to, massage it too hard.
Oh, somebody clip that one for me. So you got King Foliage there, you got Totem there, which I've already done a card to. Here's Mudball right up here by my finger, without these. And there's Quagmire. There's Spore. He's got little mushrooms. What?
Giggity.
Oh. And there's Bog at the bottom. And that's one of the many Scarecrow designs I've tried over the years. I'm not really happy with anything, but Scarecrow. Great thing about Scarecrow, you can do stitching and the burlap and stuff like Frankenstein.
Yeah, I mean, you can make a Scarecrow look pretty damn scary.
Now I did revisit this one. This one was back here, a Thorn, and just put some highlights in there. I didn't like that I had his
teeth. That looks pretty cool.
But yeah,
I like that. Colors are nice.
I think I made it a little bit better with just a few little here and there flourishes. But yeah, Thorn has a really cool story.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yeah, you're gonna love his story, and you're gonna get to hear his story possibly in Momentum Unleashed Future Visions. And I've told you about that. I did not tell you all of the story though, Mister. So I'm gonna call it Keep Collecting and